Life of Abraham is recorded in the Holy Bible in the Old Testament. Abraham was born in the city of Ur of the Chaldeans, which is in modern-day Iraq, around 2000 BC. His original name was Abram. That means exalted father. He was a descendant of Shem, who was the son of Noah, and his father's name was Terah. Abram had two brothers, Nar and Haran. Abram's family worshipped idols and not the one true God, but God chose Abram for a special purpose. When Abram was 75 years old, God commanded him to come out of his country, his people, and his father's household, and go to a land that God would show him. Abram obeyed God, and in exchange for Abram's obedience, God said, "I will make you a great nation. I will bless you. I will make your name great. You will be a blessing, and all the people on the earth will be blessed through you." Abram took his wife, Sarai, later renamed Sarah, and his nephew Lot, lived in tents as a pilgrim in the land of Canaan, trusting in God's promise of a future eternal city. Despite God's promise to make Abram into a great nation, Abram was still childless. God reaffirms his promise to Abram, saying that his descendants will be as numerous as the stars in the sky. Abram believes, and God considers Abram to be righteous in his sight because of his faith. At age 99, God makes a formal covenant with Abram. He changes his name to Abraham, which means father of many nations, and changes Sarai's name to Sarah, and the formal sign of this covenant is circumcision. When Sarah was 90 years old, God fulfills his promise by giving the son of promise and calls him Isaac. From Isaac came the Jews and present-day nation of Israel. Later, God tests Abraham, telling him to sacrifice his son Isaac, the very son that God promised to him. Abraham, in faith, obeys this command. When he was about to sacrifice Isaac, God stops him. God provides a ram for the sacrifice instead. This shows that Abraham had such faith in God that he was willing to give up his son, trusting that God knows and does best, and God does. God blessed Abraham with a long life. He lived to be 175 years old, and he's buried next to Sarah, his wife, in the cave of Machpelah. The book of Genesis ends with Abraham's descendants moving into the land of Canaan and beginning their nation there. Stay tuned for more stories like this. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. God bless you.